Those who stay visible tend to disappear with greater ease, making it considerably simpler for others to attempt to negate their existence. From a sociological viewpoint, this appears to make sense. There is, however, beauty in the act of withdrawing, vanishing, or remaining slowly active in the shadows amongst obscurity. Understanding that when eventually exposed, your reality will completely stun others is certainly exhilarating and makes for great work done in the dark. The irony is, you won't care when that day comes. The shadows are incredibly powerful in teaching you that the only opinion that holds importance is that of yourself. Everyone else becomes inconsequential. What does this mean in practice? Foremost, we will address how to quite literally disappear, following which we will answer what tactics need to be employed in the shadows and what the ideal conditions are to reemerge without fully experiencing every emotion in between. Happily, unless you get the last one wrong, and trust me, you will rue it. Let's proceed. First step, the appropriate procedures to help you have the cleanest break possible. 1. Do not under any circumstances utter a single word, not even one. Usually and in most cases, understanding is far greater than any words put out there. It has to be dealt with, and now there is no going back. You will lead a more restricted life and will be private from this point onwards. That implies there is a certain group of people you will not be telling any information regarding your life, which in layman's term means everyone, including your friends, colleagues, and even parents. The only other person who can aid you, yes, can aid you selectively, is your spouse, but only if they want to see you achieve success and dominion over your life. And frankly, I hope the answer to that is yes. The protective measures of your identity are going to be strenuous, but they can and must be done. Disconnects with the outer layer of the identity construct in terms of forms of evidence look simpler in schematics, but harder in practice. To shrink into nothing but silence and withdraw from the world, this is going to be the hardest task you're going to have to deal with mentally. Thinking long before your subconscious signals your mouth is safe to move. 2. Irrespective of others' assumptions about you, make a ruthless attempt not to care about what others have to say about you. Erasure from the public consciousness requires a shift in your thought process entirely. The reality is the majority of individuals possess a tendency towards apathy concerning your identity. The issue, and in fact, is how you think they do, and this notion dictates a significant part of your existence. That is what you need to slay within yourself, in your psyche. You need to create a new character who will shock you, and then focus all your energies on worrying about his or her image. Would you enjoy being in the company of the self-image created? Would you like the decisions that come from you? Focus entirely on this version of self. When you do that, you will start to take control of your life instead of being controlled by people around you. It is relatively simple. Attaining high standards requires effort and consistent practice. For those who have started doing this, please feel free to share your experience in the comments. 3. Guard your strategies far too carefully. You are quite literally bound to come up with elaborate schemes and want to tell, but that is your tendency to say already. Don't treat plans the way you would treat a treasure map to your hypothetical fortune. Every sentence that you say, think of the exact way in which you leak your plans out of the drips that are given to you. If you do not do this, there is guaranteed to be a loss of potential chances by a staggering 5% every time you talk about these plans of yours. The next time someone requires or commands something from you, without a shred of doubt, entertain them if it obstructs your goals. Think carefully before you are efficient. Play by the rules and the instructions. If you need to ask whoever you need to, do so in an indirect yet straightforward manner. Without a doubt, guide them step by step to what needs to be seen and nothing else. 4. Conceal all prominent achievements and milestones accompanied with every step that you take. Yes, progress is definitely in store for you. It might take a while, but it is in store, as I say, with all certainty. But again, it is necessary to not let anyone come even close to seeing it. Like how posture needs correcting, refrain from bragging about gun show, wealth, or new perceived skills. The goal in achieving an optimal mindset is to completely reconfigure where to look in life in order to perceive where everything comes from. However, if you tend to slack halfway into the finish line, you'll find that all your efforts have completely gone to waste. Resisting the bait to share your achievements with the legion eager to celebrate you will prove very challenging, but it's what helps propel effort to future endeavors. The principle of moving forward without any extra effort is to suffer silently. Monk mode is a major step into the world of hyperfocus. Expect a lot of strain with little reward. You will undergo intense fatigue, severe failure, and possibly complete breakdown. After what? Do your best friends and family deserve a quick heart-to-heart? Definitely not. You can throw a tantrum and unleash a flurry of expletives all you want, but only provided that you are alone. Do you want anyone? Do everything yourself. Stitch yourself up and continue working. Put your feelings away. Every time you suffer, you are learning to know yourself better. Those experiences which you hate the most are what carve you out. Pain will bring you closer to wherein you need to grow. Embrace it, anticipate it, wait for it. Step 2, developing the process. 1, set definitive objectives. Change only occurs when there is clarity. Everything starts when there is a clear intention. And do remember to implement those targets. Do you wish to build an empire and rule over the world? Do you wish to transform your physique to a bizarre extent? Write everything down. Place it in your bedroom or your bathroom, any private space that is not frequented by other people. 2, pledge complete resolution. Focus on one single goal at a time. Shift towards living in a complete alignment with that one aim of yours. Go a step further. Consider this the only opportunity you have. For the purpose of setting a goal, I would recommend you stay focused. Consider ways to approach certain problems and changing things in your environment to make that happen. If you want to get active, consider attending classes that teach you the necessary skills or scheduling blocks of time to work towards your fitness goals alongside the other classes you work on for a few hours each day. Make sure to monitor your progress and keep track of your goals. Break them down further into smaller steps to refine your approach weekly. Print a new set of goals. Everyone starts at shift. Your goals to sprint can serve as a basis for your next project because they one-eye overdue targeting project you are targeting. Lastly, they do or do not return. This is quite an interesting twist. After walking through an outline journey, structured audience will go with, it is safe to say they might not necessarily wish to come back out again. During that time, these people will have shifted quite a lot and basically become a non-attention people. Parallelly, they will look towards more constructive goals and work towards improving themselves on a constant basis. That is why attaining mastery and self-discipline shall render you incorporeal. But still, you are going to be perceived as a riddle by most people. The life you forge in the shadows shall far exceed in fulfillment than the life you once lived. So tell me, do you wish to take this leap of faith? If you are interested in further development, this particular video will be the final step.